Hello, everybody. Apparently, now we are live. So, welcome to day number 220. And, I set out this year to do this every day, and I did it until about June. And then all hell broke loose with my body. And I couldn't do it anymore every day. And then it's been sort of an interesting adventure with you guys. So, I just wanted to see if you guys want me to continue. I think my rhythm will be more once a week now. And with that being said, I would like to know from you what exactly you would like and if it's still a contribution to you. I know some of you said yes, some of you didn't respond, and that's okay. But I just wanted to know, is this still a contribution to you? Would you still like me to keep going? I personally run this process a lot, even when I'm not online. And, I do get to that maybe the erratic coming on live every now and again isn't working. Maybe a fixed time would be better. Whatever it is, I can reinstate the calendar. Please just give me a little bit of feedback and let me know what you would like. And also, I just wanted to let you know, last time when I did this, it was snowing. And since then, the snow had completely melted away and we had sunny weather and everything going on. And now the snow is back. So I'm going to turn the camera around because I just love this whole winter scene, and you can enjoy the birds while we're running the process. So please relax and, use the palms of your hands facing down towards the earth. And that is how you can initiate this process. You don't have to be on the earth. You could be in a building, you could be anywhere. But for me, it's always easy to run it through my palms. Maybe you run it through your feet, whatever works for you. And, so I'm going to turn the camera and let you enjoy the winter wonderland. All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. I really appreciate you. And what else is possible? Yeah, here we go. So here is the winter scene, birds and all. So let's get started with running the process. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And again, these funny strings that are swinging back and forth are here to prevent the birds from crashing into the window. Actually, a few years ago, I really was standing outside and I was trying to look through a bird's eye to see what they saw when they would fly into the window. Because, of course, to us, a window is a structure and we wouldn't necessarily walk through it. But to the birds, it literally looks like it's another doorway to more nature because the reflection of everything is so real that it looks like it's just basically a way to go someplace else. So to them, the window really doesn't make any sense. And these strings seem to be working like a charm. Even if a bird comes flying towards the window at full speed, they usually veer off when they see the strings, and they might touch the window, but I haven't had any birds die since I put these strings up. So yeah, so Expand out in all directions. And allow this process to run dynamically. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And thank you for your comments. So, are you good with it being erratic, me coming on whenever, or would you like me to have a schedule again like I had in the very beginning? It will not be daily. It seems like the rhythm is more like 4, 5, 6 days in between. This time it's been a week. So even though it's funny, every time I get off from being live with you guys, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. And then it doesn't really show up like that. So yeah, I wonder what's required. Thank you. And please, guys, if you would like to send me an email about this too, you can at susie@susiegotzi.com. And again, elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. For my body, snow and the presence of snow always creates a sense of peace. I know some people don't like it because of driving and, having to shovel snow and all this other stuff. And yes, that's part of it too. And yet, there is something when the earth is covered in snow, it gets quiet. And I really enjoy that part. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. And somebody's writing that we have, birds that are no longer migrating. Sometimes new things are showing up, and, people say it's about the climate change. I do sometimes wonder too what it is for birds to be exposed to all the radio signals we have, all the cell tower signals we're sending out. And it's really interesting. Every time I really tap into their heads about that, there is sort of that low-grade headache that I perceive. And I don't know if birds get headaches but to me it's like interesting too, because obviously now the entire planet is covered in wavelengths that are brand new. Nature didn't develop with them. And so I sometimes really wonder what that does to some of the animals here on the planet. I know it's convenient. I have a cell phone too. I'm on Wi-Fi right now. And yet, we don't really know for sure what this is creating. And it doesn't all have to be bad. That's not what I'm saying. It's just to be aware of some of these things too. Does your body enjoy it? Does your body enjoy having your cell phone next to you while you're sleeping? You can ask those questions. And again, it's not about right and wrong and good and bad, but really to be aware and not just assume anything, not assume that it's fine and not assume that it's bad, but actually ask a question and be willing to also perceive your body, but be willing too to perceive nature with it. How is it for nature? How is it for the birds? What does it do to our environment? So again, elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, puvats, and beyonds. And please destroy and uncreate the big five that insist and demand on creating desertification on planet Earth times a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine, shorts, boys, puvats, and beyonds. So thank you guys for supporting this, for being here, for playing with me. What future can we create on this planet if we're willing to become more and more aware of what the earth and the soil requires to create the future we would all like to see here? A thriving future. We don't all have the same ideas, I am aware of that. But since you're here, you're probably also looking at what else is possible with nature, with us and nature, and being inclusive of everything. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am looking forward to playing with you again soon. All right, everybody, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.